Have you ever heard really exciting news, like a new baby being born? Your favourite sports team won the big game? Or there's new ice cream flavour at the shop? When you hear exciting news, the first thing you often want to do is to tell everyone, because you just can't keep it to yourself because it's just too exciting. Well, the very first Christians felt the same way, except their news was even bigger than any birthday or sports team or ice cream. Their news was about Jesus. In Acts 20, Paul is talking to some of the church leaders. He's been traveling everywhere, telling people about Jesus, and he's sharing some really important news that changed the world. Back then, most people shared news about emperors or battles, about who was in charge or who won or lost. But Paul and the first Christians had something way bigger to share. They told everyone, Jesus is alive, Jesus saves us, and we can have hope in him. Paul loved Jesus so much, he was willing to risk his own life to make sure this news was told. He even says, I have not been afraid to tell you everything God wants you to know. That means Paul wasn't worried about what might happen to him. He just wanted people to hear the good news of Jesus. Paul and some of Jesus' friends put their life on the line to make sure everyone heard the good news. It wasn't always easy. Sometimes people didn't listen. Sometimes Paul was in danger. But Paul loved Jesus so much that he wanted everyone to know the hope we can have in Jesus. Imagine you had the most amazing news in the whole world. Would you whisper it quietly to just one person? Or would you shout it so everyone could hear? Of course we want everyone to know. That's exactly what Paul did. He shouted the good news, not with a megaphone, but with his words, his actions, and his life. And other disciples did the same. They travelled long distances, sometimes in dangerous places, just so people would know about Jesus. Now, we might not be travelling to faraway lands like Paul, and we probably won't face lions or storms at sea, but we can share the good news of Jesus every day, right where we are, at school, at home, with our friends. So remember, while others shared news about emperors or battles, the first Christians shared the best news. Jesus is alive and he saves us. And we can join them by sharing that great news with everyone we come across too.